Ah, it's Big Diamond.
見りゃわかんだろ、強盗だよ。拳銃持ってんだよ。
静かにしろ。近所迷惑だ。
拳銃持ってんだよ。知らねえよ。
なんかおかしいんだよ、この運転手。
そのようだ。
いくらもらってんだ、お前。
とりあえず SOS 表示切ってもらえる。紛らわしいから。
Wow.
新宿
Talk about corruption.
新宿336
Hey, 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 hey. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Zuko the Flame Prince, and I'm back with another video. And today I'll be reacting to the third episode of the show, Odd Taxi. Last episode, we were introduced to more characters, and we were able to put like names to a couple of the faces that had been shown thus far. I've decided not to do in-depth episode discussions at the beginning of videos because I feel like that's a bit redundant given how in detail I go with them during, like, after the episode anyway. So from now on, I'll just touch on like the 5-ish or so things that I like remembered from the first episode. So last time we saw Kakihana setting up a date with Shio, who's one of the Mystery Kiss girls. We met Yamamoto and Imai, as well as the Mr. Chris group. We actually learned their names, learned some of their backstory as well. We also got into a taxi ride with the Homo sapiens and learned who they were, like learned a bit about them. As well as at the start of the episode, we also saw the taxi ride home between with Odokawa and Shirakawa as well. And then obviously when the episode ended off, it was with Dobu jumping into the back seat and holding Odokawa at gunpoint. So that's where I think this episode is going to pick up from. But yeah. Borrowed plumes and the bodyguard.
金だよ確か。
Yeah, it's that guy who was in the sauna with them that I thought was yakuza.
って名前です。
練馬の女子高生失踪事件あんだろ。捜索願いが取り下げられたんだ。
じゃあ見つかったんですか？
いや、本人から人づてに連絡があったらしい。
よかった。
Interesting.
なんですね。
だが家出の原因が俺にあるそうだ。
What?
まだ一体。
お前、行方を調べてくんねえか。ドンちゃんの娘さんなんだ。
誰ですか？
Don-chan.
そう言われましても。
That's hilarious.
小川君、ドライブしよ
合うんだろうな。
う。いいお話が聞けたら払おうかな。けど。本物かな。
Oh shit. Okay. So this yakuza looking creature is Arakawa's boss.
ボス、その件についてですが。
Don-chan's daughter.
あれから何の続報も聞かねえだろう。捜索願いが取り下げられたんだ。それは大門にから聞きました。
The older Daimon.
いや、本人から人づてに連絡があったらしい。俺にあるそうだ。お前、行方を調べ。
It's Don-chan's daughter. Okay.
小戸川君、練馬の
ライブレコーダーのデー
Big
タを
Daimon.
ああ、データのみがある。要するに口止めだ。
So if Big Diamond is the older brother, I'll just assume
警察だけじゃない誰にもだ。
the younger one is called Lil Diamond.
誰にもって誰に。
誰も殺す。
Oh wow.
なんでドブがそんなにその子を探してるんだ。
お前は何も知らない。
疑われるも何も警察とズブズブだ。へ
人聞き悪いな。大門兄とだけだ。
え、弟は違う。
Yeah, okay, I was right.
バカだから。
Mm-hmm.
で、お前は実際か。
俺ははめられた。
Hmm.
じゃあなぜドライブレコー
矢野って男だ。
Yano. That's a new name.
俺の後輩に当たる。
Okay, and it's the porcupine hedgehog guy.
俺は俺の上納金を上回ることしか。
And Yano is part of this gang that Dobu's involved in.
つまり矢野は俺を嫌ってるんだ。
And they both work for that tattooed guy.
そういうことだ。ドラレコのデータを持ってることを隠しちまった。
なんで
矢野が普段から不意調してるんだ。どこの兄貴はせこいしのげしかしないって。そりゃそうだ。察しがいいな、男は。
Mm-hmm.
矢野が失踪。
So Yano's like Dobu's rival in this thing.
お前は犯罪者には違う。そんな奴の片棒を担ぎたくない。
殺す。
Mm.
のてめえ。
God damn.
おい、逃げろ。危ないところだ。
And that's probably one of the diamonds too. If he pulls over, it would be the raccoon cop.
余計なこと話すんだね。
Let's see if I'm right about that. Fuck, it is. Damn it. It might be Little Diamond. Yeah, let's see. We'll see from the glasses. Ah, it's Big Diamond.
見りゃわかんだろ。強盗だよ。拳銃持ってんだよ。
静かにしろ。近所迷惑だ。
拳銃持ってんだよ。調べろ。
なんかおかしいんだよ、この運転手。そのようだな。
いくらもらってんだお前。
とりあえず SOS 表示切ってもらえる。紛らわしいから。
Wow.
新宿
Talk about corruption.
新宿なあ兄ちゃん、なんだったんだい。ああ弟、なんでもないさ。タクシーの故障だ。本当かいね。拳銃がどうこうって聞こえたんだけど。
Why is this guy such an idiot, bruh?
タクシードライバーめ。
Wow. It's almost comical how dumb he is. Oh god, okay. Maybe Odokawa, that accident Odokawa was in,
向かってくれ。
hit someone in the Diamond's family. So that's why he has a grudge.
SOS を表示したタクシーで俺との話を引き伸ばし。
死んでもいいし。
死ぬのが怖くないのか。
だいなら。おがましい。
わかったよ、オドカ君。仲間に危害加えよう。
Hmm.
誰にしよっかな。あ、お友達なんつったっけ。柿花だっけ。
柿花か。あいつも死んだ方がマシ。
That's harsh, bro.
オドカ君。でもちょっと動揺してたよ。白川。
Damn it.
ここか。オドカ君のウィークポイント。
なんで白川さん。
Damn. But okay, we've certainly learned more about Dobu and the the pressing situation that he's in. And they broke his dash cam, so that whole taxi right now isn't on film. Okay, and he's burying his gun in a what's that, metal shoebox. And that guy's the boss. Need to learn his name. Shout out to Odokawa though, he certainly held his composure. And dude's been... What the hell? What the hell? Super Red Dodo. Odokawa left, he left it there for 4 hours because it was like not even midnight when he said they should meet. And she waited for 4 hours. Wow. Wow.
なんか俺に用事。
For 4 hours, nope. At midnight, you're just chilling on the bench. Maybe it's just a safer country. But
焦らずに過ごしてみれば。
それをもっと嫌味っぽく言ってみて。嫌味の質が米国ね。
と仲良くしない方がいいよ。
なんで？
ヤクザみたいなやつに狙われて、
Yeah.
俺の交友関係も把握されている。
私こう見えてもカポエラやってたから。
Okay.
びっくりした。インド映画始まったのかと思った。
That's hilarious.
ブラジルの格闘技。
なんでまた
And alpacas are like South American, I think. So it makes sense that she. That's also the transition kick she does in the intro.
ダイエットでやってたんなら実践向きじゃねえだろ。付け焼き場だよ。意味もわからず怒ってたのかよ。
わかるけど、もっと伝わりやすい類語言ってよ。
にわか仕込みとかそんなんだ。
誰がにわか仕込みのなんすよ。
出ないし、よく同じベクトルでよくにでも切れる。救助だやめろ。だからこうして会うのも危険なんだ。
Yeah, out in the open.
関係ないよ。私は大人なんだし、自分の身は自分で守れる。
Gonna get in over your head.
目的なんだ。
何が？
俺と会って白川さんは
小戸川さんといると
Mm.
落ち着くの。
Alley oop.
そっか。タクシードライバーだもんね。
No, that was cute.
回さないよ。
It's a cute scene, man. Also, she hasn't slept all night because she was at the bench from midnight up until the sun rose. And this is that job this guy was hired for.
だからスキルアップした。
学生くらい。
いや、かなりじゃねえか。はあ、恋ってさ、切なくもあり、美しくもあり。
Ah, he's infatuated. Yeah.
さあ、高校の時はそこそこモテたじゃん。
Until?
春が来そうなんだ。
Okay.
へえ、よかったじゃん。
Okay, Shirakawa's 28.
フィーリングってやつさ。
さっき
俺の相手見るかい？
Please reprimand him about the age. Exactly. Exactly.
メールのやり取りしかしてないんだけど、とっても気が合うんだ。小戸川の言いたいことはわかるよ。こんな子存在しないんだね。
Scammers. Yeah.
ちゃんと存在するんだ。
ただ
You shouldn't be getting involved with her.
騙されてるんじゃないのか。
妬んでんのか？
Come on.
妬んでるから言ってるんじゃない。
He's trying to be a good friend, bro.
さっきお前が言ったんだ。俺たちは婚活市場じゃ需要ないんだ。
だからフィーリングが。
会ったこともねえのにフィーリングもねえ。
やり取りしてるっつってんだろ。見ろよほら。何？
ちょっとお前のプロフィール見せてくれ。
よだね。ちょっとお前。
His back. His back was injured.
いいじゃねえか。夢見る。
Don't tell me his legs are fucked now. Can he get up? Okay, he can walk. He's just drunk. Dobu's gonna pull up on him.
お疲れ様です。
Finished work. I'm in
今仕
Arakawa.
事終
Can
わ
I
っ
see?
て荒川にいるんですが。
What the?
連絡が取れないの。
Don't tell me Dobu got to him first.
白川さん。
Fuck. Dude, you just ran there? Didn't go home, get changed, nothing? Holy shit. Get out of the rain, bro.
タクシー乗ったんだけど、この場所がちょっと分かりにくくて。
思ってたより素敵な人で安心しました。どこ行きましょう。
Hmm. Dobu or Yano are watching. Okay. Yamamoto. And... Okay, so that was the third episode. just came to a close. Very, very interesting episode, as well as a very informative episode. I think it might be my favorite episode of the three so far. I think the only time that the speech, like them talking too fast, becomes an issue is between Odokawa and Shirakawa, I think, because they like keep interrupting each other as they talk. But for majority of this episode, I was able to keep up, so that wasn't too jarring or anything of the sorts. The episode opened up with that guy with the yakuza tats that I spotted in. He was in the sauna with them in the previous episode, and okay, there's two things I need to figure out with him, because I don't know if Don-chan, if his name is Don as in like Donald, or if they call him Don, like he's the Don, like he's the kingpin. So I don't know if Don-chan is his peer or his superior. I'm not sure about that hierarchy, but that guy is Dobu's boss. I don't know. They say that it's possible that the cat girl ran away because of him. I don't know how that works. Like, I don't know, is there a relationship implied there, or what's going on with that? I'm not sure, but we did to this episode answer my question of if he's a like yakuza type guy or not, and he is, so we know that much. Oh, he is okay. So he's Dobu's boss, and we also know that Dobu has like a rival, another small time. Well, I don't know if he's a small time, but another gangster. And the reason he's like Dobu's rival, so I think they both work for this tatted up like creature. I should probably look up what species it is, because I can't keep that, or just wait for his name. But there was a guy by the name of Yano, and Yano is the final character from the opening. He's the hedgehog, porcupine looking guy. And I think he's slightly higher up than Dobu because he has henchmen. Meanwhile, Dobu seems like he's a grunt worker, like he's at the lowest part of the totem pole trying to work his way up. Also, it was a pretty funny scene at Odokawa, Kakihana speaking to this boss guy, where before we found that it was on the phone, because I was like, it just showed me like Kakihana folded so quick. He doesn't even know this person. He was just intimidated, like off rip. And that's also like he gave up Odokawa's details and all that so quickly, and he wasn't even threatened. Which then, if you compare that to Odokawa, who was literally held at gunpoint and still like held his composure and tried not to break under pressure. So I think Odokawa is certainly the better friend of the two, or the braver friend of the two. Oh, okay. We also learned that Dobu is essentially not like he's not just like an asshole. He's just got a lot to prove. He's just got a lot to prove. That, and also Diamond is the name of both raccoons. Unless I'm an idiot and Diamond just means cop, or if it's their surname or whatever. I think it's their surname, because there's Big Diamond and Little Diamond. And we also saw the extent of like when Odokawa managed to like get the cops' attention, we saw the extent of like their corruption, and just Big Diamond literally turn a blind eye to anything. I don't know. Odokawa did ask like, how much are they paying you? Because damn, he's clearly on somebody's payroll, probably the yakuza bosses. It was really, really shocking how the disregard that he just has for Odokawa, I'll say. Also, when Lil Diamond was still in the car, we saw him get riled up about taxi drivers, and then we saw a flashback of like an ambulance car crash sort of thing. I don't know how old those two cops are, but when my brain sees that, I want to think that maybe that car crash that made Lil Diamond hate taxi drivers so much is also the car crash that Odokawa was involved in as a kid. Because I think there was also an ambulance in Odokawa's episode, in Odokawa's flashback in the second episode. I think there was an ambulance there as well. Now it's ambulances always like show up to car scenes, so there's nothing to guarantee that that's the same incident. But I'll just keep that in mind, because it might be. Then there was obviously the park date between Shirakawa and Odokawa, and like yikes, bro. I don't know how safe. Uh, in fact, it can't be that safe if there's gangsters roaming free, holding people at gunpoint, and there's girls going missing. But for Shirakawa to stay, like she hit him up at like 10 to midnight, if I remember correctly, and he got held up with Dobu for 4 hours, and she just chilled on that bench and she just waited there. I don't know if maybe she stays near wherever it was they met, but I doubt it because she was still at the park at 4 in the fucking morning. Just it makes no sense to me. I don't get it. Genuine. Like I don't understand why anyone would do that. If you've stood me up after like an hour or 30 minutes to an hour, I would be gone. I'm not sticking around for 4 hours. Worse, she didn't get any sleep, and then she has to work a fucking day shift, which probably starts at what, 7 a.m. So from midnight until 7, she didn't sleep. That's just insane, bro. That's insane. I don't know. I don't know if I can call it dedication because it's not even like there aren't even a thing, So I can't be like, she's dedicated or she's committed or whatever. With Shirakawa, she learned capoeira. I think is what it. Yeah, the Brazilian martial art. And I was saying that's pretty cool because alpacas are from, I think they mainly from South America because that's where what's it, Cusco's, that cartoon is from, which is where I know like I think alpacas or llamas, they're from like that area. So oh, obviously there's progress now. They made contact. So on the intimacy scale or on the Roman scale, that's like a step up. They've broken the touch barrier or whatever. Let me turn this a bit because I keep making the hand signs and it's not picking them up because I'm too far off that side. Kakihana and Shio finally met up in person for the first time. She's still a child. I don't know. Okay, this one I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't actually know what time it is when they meet. So it could be like 6 p.m. and it's just dark there, so it's probably not that bad. And she was at a bus stop and it was raining. And it was also funny, like what either rain or just running that distance must have really sobered him up because he was barely wobbling when he left Taika's restaurant. Kakihana was wobbling on his way home. And also he fell on his back, so I thought maybe that may have aggravated his back injuries, but I think he walked it off and he was good. And then he just he lied about a text. I think he lied about a text having dropped him where he was. He just tried to save face. I think he just ran all the way there just for the link up. So shout out to him, Tento gang. Then we saw that Yamamoto was trailing Shio because he was like on the bank of wherever it was they were meeting. He was on the bank and he was hidden. So I don't know if Shio is being used as bait by something that Yamamoto is planning, or yeah, I don't know why would Yamamoto be there because it's not like that's not Nikaido, and Mitsuya also would probably need someone watching her, so I'm not sure about that. We also saw a white tiger, like a white tiger that I assume is probably, if he's the manager, that tiger is probably like the bodyguard or whatever of Mystery Kiss. So there was that as well. He's not in the opening whatsoever, so I'll just assume he's like I'll see how important he comes later on, but I don't think there's that much going on with him so far. I don't know his name yet. And it's certainly not Yano because we saw not in the flashback, but we saw Yano being the porcupine guy as well. Which, okay, so Yano's the guy that Dobu's chasing in the opening. So I guess that also then recontextualizes that, because I thought it was a guy that Dobu was chasing down, but maybe it's maybe the it's metaphoric for, it's like a metaphor for Dobu chasing him, like in terms of like he's ahead of Dobu in the race of, not the race of life, but like he's where Dobu wants to be. You know, I feel like he's in the boss's good graces, whereas Dobu is still struggling, taking measly like smaller jobs and all that. So I think that just recontextualized that. We also saw Baba, the horse. He was filming his daytime show. I didn't note down what it was called. I actually didn't take a lot of notes this episode. I think a lot of it I was just, because I felt like if I looked down for a second, I would miss a crucial sentence, and then I'd have to go back and rewatch it, which I think it's better if I can retain the information, then that'll be that's probably more authentic and more enjoyable to watch than if I go when I break down the episodes bit by bit. And he was filming his daytime show, and the warthog wasn't there. So last episode I was saying, nah, he mustn't do his homeboy dirty, but at the same time, his career also, he should put himself first in a sense. So his career takes precedence, and it's also like, yeah, like I can't tell him to not get his bag, bro. So because they work graveyard shift, and that's a daytime thing, so it's like he's working part-time jobs as well. So I mean, good for him. And oh, that's what Kakihana was watching at the restaurant. I do think Taiko is the kangaroo. That still hasn't been confirmed, but I still think that that's the case. And I'm not sure how close she is to Odokawa then, because he was there and they didn't seem to, like, compared to when it was Kakihana and Goriki at the restaurant, they didn't seem to have much back and forth going on. So maybe they're just acquaintances and not actually friends. Obviously, there's the scene that they caused there. I don't think any of those background characters were important, so I won't bother with them. Okay, I think that was about it. I think I covered it for the most part. The last thing that did happen in the episode is Shirakawa got to her daytime job, and she says that she can't find Goriki anywhere. And the last thing Dobu said was they're gonna come for one of his friends. So we saw that Taiko is safe, we saw that Shirakawa is safe, so that Kakihana is safe. I thought actually they were gonna pull up on Kakihana while he goes to link up with Shio. In fact, that might still be what they're doing, because that Yakuza boss might be the person who called Yamamoto in the previous episode. So that's also plausible. But I think they either got to Goriki and it's just like untimely coincidence, or like unfortunate timing of coincidence. Like maybe he's just busy with something else that took up his time and he couldn't come to work. But unless it was an emergency, he probably would have reached out, I think. So we'll see. But that was basically my reaction and review of the third episode, my bad. And there was a bit more time in between this and the previous release, just because it's submission season in terms of like schoolwork and stuff. So there was that, and there was also, I had to attend my sister's graduation, so there was a lot going on IRL, which broke up my regular like schedule. Yeah, that's basically it for the most part. That was a solid episode. I think it's currently my favorite episode of the three. So we'll see where the show takes us from here on out. The next video I put out on the channel is probably, I might skip a week, because I'll see. I might either skip a week or I'll have two videos come out at the same time. because Kendrick Lamar is dropping next week, so that takes precedence over anything else that's currently going on at this channel. I want to do a reaction to that album because it has been 5 years since he last dropped, and I think Kendrick is currently the greatest rapper alive. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So if you're also a fan of hip hop, you can stick around for that reaction. Otherwise, I'll have, if this is the first time here, if this is your first time here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you get notified, because my schedule is still pretty sporadic. I haven't managed to nail it down to like a specific day of the week. I'm trying, but the workload is still a bit much. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.